I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Right, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Chickens on the Loose podcast. And we are live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and other social sites. Today's podcast will be talking about the Bradford vs Cheltenham game, but also be talking about the post-match Salford game, the pre-match Cheltenham game, the latest Bradford City news, the weather forecast for the Cheltenham game. We're going to chat about, shout about, vent about anything, and also what's on your plate. And if you are listening around the world and watching around the world, get your score predictions in and questions for the panel. And today, I should be joined by Haru and Lee.
Hey up, Johnny.
You're right.
All right, Lee. Right, guys, let's get this ball rolling, shall we? So, what was your thoughts on the Salford game?
Lee, do you want to go first?
No, I was just going to say you go first if you want.
All right then. Salford, it was a tough game. Obviously, 2-1 win with thanks to Halliday and Michael Mellon. I knew it was going to be a tough game. Salford managed to get in the first half a goal. I don't know what to say about it. It was a good win. We needed that win, and yeah, Halliday's goal, it looked, obviously we were all there, and Halliday's goal was amazing, and then obviously we all thought it was going to end in a 1-1 draw, and then the 94th minute, Michael Mellon just gets it into the back of the net somehow, and the limbs at Salford in the away end was incredible, and this is what we need to keep on doing every single game, home and away. That's what we need to do, that's how we need to cheer on the lads, get behind them and all that. But overall, I say it was a pretty decent game. It was a good game. Salford had a tough side. Once again, we've shown that we could do. We can achieve what we need to do to get out of this league. So let's see if we could carry on, roll on Cheltenham. That's all I can say.
And Haru, have you learned any lessons from the Saturday game?
Yes, I have learnt my lesson.
And what lesson's that, Haru?
Don't go to the games with your mates unless you want to get kicked out.
So Haru did actually probably see the final goal because he got kicked out.
Yeah, because I had some Bradford fans who were in the away end shouting my name and pointing at me, and I got found out that I was a Bradford fan, and I got took out of the stadium.
Oh
so
dear.
Haru did not see the winner.
That's not good.
But I managed to watch it by where all coaches were, and I managed to watch the highlights, so it was all right.
So then, moving on to Lee, what was your thoughts on the Salford game?
Exactly as I thought. But do you know, I've got a feeling in this running, we're capable of 2 goals a game. I just have that feeling we can, and you know, my prediction was 2-0. Okay, they scored. Theirs were a good goal, but it was our own fault. It was a poor clearance out at front back from certain Mr. Walker. They latched onto it, and it was all over before you could blink. And what a finish! Great finish. Just shows you some of these young players that's going round and doing rounds on loan at clubs. Quality. Absolute quality. Where's he from? What, Everton, is it he came from that scored for them? And it was 2 substitutes that came on for us that linked and scored. Mr. Mellon and Mr. Halliday. I think Halliday were on, weren't they? But it were made by a sub that came on. So they had an absolutely massive impact on the game. I don't care if we scored in last minute or last 4 seconds. 3 points in the bag. Thank you very much. It was a tough place to go. Glad we don't have to go there again. And the next game, bring it on. Cheltenham. Won't be easy. They're showing, same as Bromley did, that it's a tough place to go these days. There's no easy gimmies nowadays. And like I've said for the last few weeks, that target is large on our backs. We are there to be shot at. And everybody's going to lift their performance because they know they have to play well. We're a side to be reckoned with now. And this is what it's like. 3 points every time, we'll be fine. Teams will score against us, as was pointed out by Mr. Alexander to team at half time. You know, we never said we're going to go through without anybody scoring. Somebody scored. We scored more than they did. 3 points. Cheers.
So we have got comments coming on TikTok. Get your score predictions in, please, for the game tomorrow against Cheltenham. Also questions for Lee. Also what you're having for your tea, and I'll read that out in a bit. So then going over to, because I've got a load of tabs open up here. So the Salford game, obviously Mellon scored in the 94th minute with his right foot. And it's just a situation, fast break, result, goal. A couple of stats for people who like the stats. So Bradford City had 52% ball possession. Salford had 48. Total shots 12 for Salford, 15 for us. 3 shots on target were 3 for them, 6 for them. Big chances, 1-0 to them. Pass accuracy, 242 for us, 212 for them. Fouls committed, 11 for them, 9 for us. Corners, 3-2 on corners. Total shots 12, 15 for them. Shots off target 3-6. Shots off on target 3-6. Block shots 6-3. Hit the woodwork once. That was with Lee's shot. Shots inside the box 6 for them, 14 for us. So we did dominate. Passes 350 for them, 375 for us. And last but not least, should we say offsides was 3 for them, 4 for us. So has anyone else got anything they want to say about the game before I move over to the Cheltenham game?
Just one thing. Great finish from Halliday, wasn't it? And long overdue this season.
Yeah.
He got on that and he belted it. It could have gone anywhere. It could have gone middle of Rose Head. It could have hit someone, knocked him cold and bounced back up at the other end of the pit. Could have gone anywhere. It flew in. He battered that ball. Great finish. And a great finish from Mellon. Clever finish too, because wrong-footed everyone, didn't he, with it? Probably himself as well. They all count though. At the end of the day, they all count.
I think he shocked himself when he actually scored as well.
Tell you what, wasn't he happy?
Wasn't the only one.
Shirt were off and off to crowd he went. And do you know something? Poynton got booked for that.
Yeah.
But he never said boo to Mr. Mellon. Never said boo to Mr. Mellon. And he took his shirt off. That's supposed to be a booking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a yellow card once the player takes their shirt off.
Yeah.
During celebrations.
Yeah, I nearly got crushed at the game yesterday. Saturday, when we scored twice. And I don't know if anyone's seen the Thomas Gadd pictures on Facebook where there's one woman's head, like at a 90-degree angle. If you zoom in, you can see it. So also, my thoughts on the game that we were very, I think we're not lucky, but the Salford pitch was a disgrace. It was bouncing all over the place. The injuries galore setting in from Klitschlo and who else got subbed off? Someone else got subbed off, didn't they? Klitschlo and who got subbed off, Lee?
I'm just trying to remember myself.
I can't remember. Anyone on TikTok can help me. I can't remember who got substituted.
Honestly, can't remember.
So we had 2 injuries anyway. Klitschlo and someone else who got substituted in the first half.
But I'm not sure.
I just thought it was a good game.
Yeah.
And Sarcevic, thank you.
Sarcevic.
Yeah,
went
cheers,
off, he
TikTok.
did.
Cheers, Kevin, Carrot and Robbie for that.
He was carrying a bit of an injury, apparently, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
And he's been caught saying he's been caught heading to the Man City game as well after the Salford game.
Well, not exactly going to be playing, is he? So it doesn't really matter where. It doesn't really matter to me. That's just bullshit stuff like that.
Yeah, so the game of Mellon's goal, in my eyes, it went in really, really slow, and I'm hoping the flag would not go up like that. I just thought it was a really good team effort, and Mellon scoring that goal there, slow motion over the line for me, great finish, and what a game that was. Right, moving over to the Cheltenham game, and it is a 7:45 kickoff, and it's live on Sky Sports Plus at the University of Bradford Stadium on Tuesday, the 4th of March, and the referee is Zach Kennard Kettle, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. And surprise, surprise, when I get the right stats up.
All right, Silla.
That'd be a good start, won't it, Lee?
Surprise, surprise.
All competitions, display.
Can't really do that, can I? I just did.
So, in League 2, he's had 7 appearances. He's dished out 29 yellow cards, no second yellows, 2 reds, 1 penalty. National League, he's had 7 appearances, 28 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 2 penalties. EFL Trophy, he's had 6 appearances, 13 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, 1 penalty. In the Premier League 2, he's had 5 appearances, 25 yellow cards, 1 second yellow equaling a red, no penalties. In League 1, he's had 3 appearances, 3 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the FA Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's dished out 102 yellow cards in 29 appearances, with 1 second yellow, 3 reds, and 4 penalties. And like always on a Monday night, I've got nothing from the TNA on team news or like that, so we just have to wing this. So let me just quickly go back over to top goal scorers. Miller is
from Mr.
7.
Alexander this week again, is there, for this game? Nothing.
Yeah. So Miller has scored 7 goals for them, 1 assist and 27 yellow cards. Cook, who's still out injured for Bradford, is 12 appearances, no assists and 22 matches played. Bradford have scored 6 goals in their last 5 matches, ranked 1 at home this season. Andy Cook has the most shots on target per match for Bradford City. Cheltenham have scored 9 goals in their last 5 matches. Matt Taylor has the most shots on target per match, Cheltenham Town 0.8. And Tom Bradbury has created the most big chances for Cheltenham on 6. So, Haru, what's your thoughts on that, bud?
So obviously, like what you said, Cheltenham at home, it's going to be a tough game, that. It will be a tough game, because I remember going away to Cheltenham earlier this season, and it did. And they had a tough side, don't get me wrong. They had an amazing side. They're pushing it. They're doing their best. I'm thinking, you know what? We need to win. 100% we have to win. Because now every win counts for us to get on top of the league. Because we're all pushing for first place to get up to League One. And at this moment in time, we are 4 points away from catching up to Walsall. So if we could win tomorrow and they lose tomorrow, that'll go heavily in our favour. But thinking about it now, Cheltenham, they've got good players, they've got a strong squad. I'm hoping they will give us a challenge. 100% they will give us a challenge. But I've got a feeling we will just get it under a 2-1 win once again.
And Lee, what about yourself?
Walsall play tomorrow. Do you know, if we win and they lose, and they are showing cracks, and Walsall traditionally, yeah, Walsall traditionally have a dodgy part of the season. They've done it a bit similar to us. Good side, but can be a bit wobbly. And if the wobbles are coming in at the right time, we could, if we keep racking up the points, we'll be a point behind them.
Yeah, because that'll
And then
take
it's
us
all
5
bets
minutes.
are off, and that puts pressure on everybody else. We need to
Exactly.
just keep winning. It doesn't matter how. I don't care if it's 1-0 or 10-0. We need to keep winning. It won't be 10-0 against Cheltenham. That's a fact.
To answer your question, Walsall play Carlisle tomorrow.
They play Carlisle.
So everyone's going to be a massive... Yeah, everyone is going for a Carlisle
See,
fan.
you know, Carlisle need points as well.
Yeah,
They'll
they
be
need points,
scrapping
don't they?
tooth and nail. Yep.
So we're going to get to the Carlisle game in a bit.
But tomorrow, be tough. Get behind the lads. We are at home. It's our turf. Let's show them what it's like to come to Bradford with a full house.
Exactly.
So Harley, I'll get to you in a minute, mate, because we're going to talk about the Carlisle game in a bit. So what's your score predictions for tomorrow on the Bradford Cheltenham game, Haru?
2-1 to City.
Goal scorers at all, or are you just doing 2-1?
I'm doing 2-1. I'm going to go with, if Bobby Poynton's playing, I'll go for Poynton and Mellon.
And Lee?
I'm going to go 2-0, and I'm going to go for Mellon, and I'm going to go for, if he plays, Pato, because apparently he's in contention again now.
Yeah, because apparently he's not injured. He's not well.
He had a bit of a bug.
Yeah. That's why
you ask your doctor what they mean by bug these days. It can be anything.
Yeah.
So let's hope he's back fighting on all four. And it was just a bug, so let's hope he's right as rain.
So TikTok and stuff like that, get your score predictions in. I'm going to read a few of them out now. But before I get there, I think Cheltenham game is going to be a difficult game tomorrow. I do really hope we win. And I think we're going to win it 2-0. Because the team are playing really well together at the minute. But starting off with Ben on TikTok, he thinks it's going to be a scrappy 1-0 loss or something stupid. And then he's put written in the stars for Milner to score, isn't it? He's confident for Saturday. Mike thinks it's going to be 3-1 Bradford. Scrolling down. Robbie thinks it's 2-0 Bradford. Mackenzie 3-0. City come on underneath it. RT, we're going up as champions. BCF, Harry 1-0, up the fucking chickens. RT going up as champions. Scrolling down. Yeah, Robbie thinks 2-0, Smallwood and Mellon to score. And Cam, I would love to know what you've been drinking / smoking. What he thinks it's going to be 5-1 at Bradford. Also no Sam Stubbs tomorrow, thanks Robbie, because he's on loan there. So, yeah, keep your score predictions in, guys and girls, and I will read them out. Also, questions for the panel. Right, now we're going to go over to Mr. Harley. So, Harley, let's just go straight into this, yeah? You're playing Walsall tomorrow. So, what's your thoughts on the Walsall game?
Walsall are first in the table, and the first in Carlisle United, and they are 24th in the table. But Carlisle United won against Barrow, and Walsall are top of the league. They're on 67 points, but in the last couple of games, they've been drawing, winning, losing, and that. And Bradford, yes, second and 60. They're on 63 points. So I reckon it's going to be a keep an eye on this one, but I reckon Carlisle United are going to win 1-0.
What do you think the what do you think the Carlisle score is going to be tomorrow? Through. Lee, are you still here?
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Haru?
Yep, I'm here.
So what do you think the Carlisle score is going to be tomorrow?
Oh, Carlisle versus Walsall. Obviously, like Harley said, at this rate, Carlisle need all the points they could get at this moment in time. Because they want to, if they don't want to get relegated, they need all the points they can get. And hopefully they can win. Do you know what? For once, I'm actually going to be rooting for Carlisle to actually win. But against Walsall, I'm thinking it's going to be. You know what? I'll go nice on them. I'll go 2-0 to Carlisle.
And Lee, what about you, Stan?
I'm going to go 1-0 Carlisle. I just think it's going to be a scrappy game. Walsall struggling for a bit of form at the moment, or a bit of continuity. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it happens every season. 1-0 Carlisle. Come on, do us a favour, Harley.
I've got another question, right? It's for Bradford City. So, if Bradford City win tomorrow against Cheltenham, Bradford City could join points against Walsall if Carlisle United win Walsall. So
no, we're still a point behind them. The 4 points on us. The 4 points on us, so there'll still be a point.
Yeah, but you'll be joining points because you are on 63 and they're on 67.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1 point behind him if we win.
Be 1 point back behind.
But we have to play them, and it's at Valley Parade, I believe, as well. So that will be.
That'll be a good game.
That will make it a 6-pointer, won't it? So.
I think Carlisle are going to win 1-0. I think Mark Hughes, we trust. Come on, Mark Hughes, do us a favour.
Yeah.
There's one thing he did for us when he sorted defence out, didn't he? He got his spine sorted.
Yeah.
So, Acker and Stanley are playing MK Dons. What's your score predictions on that?
I'm trying to think now. I'd say it's a draw. 1-1 draw. I want to say.
Harley?
I'm gonna say Carlisle United need Acker and Stanley to get beat, so I'm gonna say. But same with MK Dons, I'm gonna say a 0-0 draw.
Lee?
I can see Accrington turning MK Dons over. I mean, they can't buy a goal to save their lives at the minute, can they? So they've got a quality side. They're playing well, but they're not pulling up any trees this season, are they? You know, so I'm afraid, Mr. Luke Payne, if you're listening or whatever out there, you know, I've seen the Division 2 thing, and your smiling little face. I don't think you're going to be smiling after tomorrow when Accrington stick 2 goals past you. 2-0 Accrington for me.
And then Bromley, Doncaster, another game we have to look out for. Actually, Acker and Stanley, I hope they win 1-0. Bromley, I think, are going to win that, hopefully 1-0 against Doncaster. What about you, Haru?
Well, Kate.
I'm hoping for Bromley to actually win Doncaster because we can't have Doncaster also catching up to us at all. Because they might be pushing for it as well, so I'm hoping for Bromley to beat Doncaster 2-0.
Lee?
I'm thinking Bromley 1-0. I don't care. It could be 1-1. It could be a draw. That it could be a very tight affair. Could that? Definitely.
And Harley, what about yourself? Your thoughts on Bromley Doncaster? What score do you think it's going to be?
Well, Bromley have been well this season. Same with Doncaster as well because they are third in the table. I would like Doncaster to get beat because they've got Jordan Gibson and that, and especially Jordan Gibson. I love Jordan Gibson, but I'm gonna say Bromley have been playing well, so I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw.
And then, obviously we've done Walsall already. Colchester, Chesterfield. I think Colchester are going to win that 1-0. Haru, score prediction for that game?
Colchester versus Chesterfield. I really want to see Chesterfield win that, so I'm going to say 1-0 to Chesterfield.
Alec?
I'm gonna say Chesterfield are 15th in the table on 42 points. Actually, I'm gonna say a 1-0 win to Chesterfield.
Okay. Lee?
I'm gonna go for another draw there. I think they'll cancel each other out.
Okay. And then we've got Crewe, Fleetwood, and I think Fleetwood are going to win that. I'm going to say 2-0 Fleetwood. Haru, your thoughts on the Fleetwood?
Yeah, I'm saying with you here. I'm saying with you here, Johnny. Fleetwood's going to win that 2-0.
Alec?
I'm gonna say Crewe 1-0.
Lee?
I'm gonna say 2-0. Accrington. I think Accrington's gonna do them.
And then we've
Upside.
got Grimsby, Tranmere. I think Grimsby are going to win that 1-0, I think. So what's your thoughts on that, Haru?
2-1 to Grimsby. That's all I can say.
Alec?
I'm gonna say a 3-1 to Grimsby Town. So I really want Grimsby to get beat. No, Tranmere to get beat.
I think that's 3-0 Grimsby, personally.
Yeah.
Tranmere, again, bottom end of the league, struggling.
Yeah.
Pressure's piling onto those teams at bottom now because they're at wrong end by a long way. And it's getting wider, the gap in it. So,
And that moves us perfectly on to Morecambe versus Wimbledon. And I really hope Derek Adams, and we trust again, gets, I'm going to say a 1-0 Morecambe against Wimbledon because we need other teams to help us around. So, Haru, thoughts on the
we need Derek Adams. We need Derek Adams to help us out here. We need him to help us out here. I'd say, you know what? This might be me just pushing it. Me being stupid. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Morecambe.
Alec?
You know what? That's a big ask, that one. Morecambe are actually gonna win 1-0. I don't know. I don't want Morecambe to win 1-0, but hopefully to either side. But I can probably see Morecambe winning.
And Lee?
Derek Adams' effect, you can't discount it. Maybe another draw. Wimbledon, on paper, should blow them away because they're an attacking side. They don't back off. They're very difficult to score against. I think I can easily see Wimbledon beating them 3-0. 3-0, Wimbledon. That's what I'll go for.
Then we've got Newport, Gillingham. And I think Gillingham are going to win that 1-0. Haru?
Obviously, we played Gillingham this Saturday as well. I'd say 2-0 to Gillingham.
Alec?
I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw.
Lee?
2-0 Gillingham.
And now we go on to the last three massive games. So we've got Notts County, Barrow, Port Vale, Harrogate, and Swindon, Salford. I hope Barrow win 1-0 against Notts. Haru?
Oh, that's a big game. That Barrow versus Notts. Oof. Both really good sides as well. But I think Barrow will just get in there, and I'll say 2-1 to Barrow.
Harley?
I'm gonna say a 1-0 to Notts County.
Okay. Lee?
1-0 Barrow for me.
Then we've got Port Vale versus Harrogate, and I really hope Harrogate do us a favour. Harrogate to win. I'm going to go 1-0 Harrogate on that. Haru?
Ooh, Port Vale versus Harrogate. Is that away at Port Vale, Johnny?
Yeah, Port Vale are at home.
Oh,
Well,
I'm really gonna risk it here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 1-0 victory to Port Vale.
Okay. Harley?
Lee?
2-0 to Harrogate Town.
Lee?
I'm going to go Harrogate 1-0.
And last but not least, Swindon Salford. Swindon have improved a lot under Holiday. Well, not Holiday. What's he called? What's Swindon manager called? Is it
Holloway, isn't it? It's
Holloway. Holloway thinking Holiday.
Holloway.
Yeah, they've improved under him quite a bit. Salford are near the promotions, but I think Swindon are going to win that 1-0. Haru?
Right. Obviously, yes, on the Saturday when we played Salford, it was Walsall versus Swindon, wasn't it? Obviously, Swindon won that 1-0, and I was happy about that because that means Salford, that means Walsall don't go up on points. So for that game, I'm thinking Swindon will win against Salford 2-1.
Harley?
I'm going to say a 2-0 win to Swindon.
Lee?
Yeah, tough one, Swindon. Tough to beat under Holloway. I'm going to say Swindon 1-0.
Okay, so now we've done all the score predictions for the games on Tuesday. Just a quick reminder for the league table. So number 1 is Walsall on 67 points. Bradford City, number 2, 63. Doncaster 3rd on 61. Notts County 4th on 58. Wimbledon 5th on 57. Port Vale on 56. In 6th, 7th is Crewe Alexandra on 55. 8th is Grimsby 52. 9th, Salford on 48. 10th, Bromley on 48. Colchester 11th on 46. Cheltenham Town in 12th on 46. Fleetwood 13th on 45. Swindon Town 14th on 44. Chesterfield on 15 on 42. Newport 16th on 40 points. Milton Keynes Dons 39.
No, they haven't taken them for it, love.
Hey up, Lee. You doing your dodgy stuff again, Lee. Gillingham 18th on 38. Barrow 19th
Mike was still open. Naughty people.
Harrogate 20 on 36. Accrington Stanley 21 on 33. Tranmere 22, 29 points. Morecambe 23 on 26 points. And last but not least, Carlisle 24th on 26 points. So, moving over to, does anyone want to shout about, or vent about anything? Haru?
I'll have a vent. We've just done a shop and I didn't get the flowers I ordered for the wife.
Oh, you doghouse, Lee.
Worse.
Maybe.
I didn't know my mic was still on, so sorry, everyone.
So, Haru, you would
Yes, I have
about anything?
I have actually got something to say. So obviously, with Accrington Stanley away this Saturday, obviously when tickets went out onto season ticket holders, a lot of people did get their tickets, and then obviously, I think because it got fully sold out on season ticket holders and moved to general sale, everything, basically the whole thing sold out, and obviously people are complaining and stuff like that they didn't know that tickets were dropped to general sale and all that stuff, and I'm like, the club needs to communicate with the fans more better than all of us just to rely on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, aka X, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. I was speaking to other City fans saying that, what do you think it would be better if we if the people like season ticket holders got like a text message from the club or an email from the club saying that tickets are now out for season ticket holders and stuff like that, and then they will be moved to general sale on some sort of date. And then that'll be because what the club needs to do is communicate better with the fans, because I've had a lot of people telling me that it's just it's just unfair, obviously, that some people can't afford season tickets and then they will have to wait until general sale and all that. But yeah, but that's just what I'm saying, to be honest, with them tickets like Accrington away. The club needs to communicate more better with fans and all that. But yeah, I think that's all in my rant and vent for today.
So, before we get to Harley, Haru, we've had Robbie, good old Robbie, yellow coat Robbie, on TikTok, and he's put, what is the club going to do? Everyone knows that it's going to be a sellout, so keep a lookout. They're not here to babysit you. And I agree on this. My vent's coming up about the point system in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get there in a minute. I'll carry on with that chat in a minute, Robbie. Harley, what's your thought? Have you got anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
I've got a good question for yous, for all of yous actually. Who's gonna go up to League One this season? That's one question. Who?
Oh,
Bradford, Walsall, and probably Doncaster.
That's I was just about to say that. Yeah.
AFC Wimbledon, probably.
Yeah.
Right. Who's going to go down this season? International League.
Carlisle and Morecambe.
Johnny takes the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, because they're doing shit, both teams. I don't want them to do shit tomorrow. They can fucking turn it to Prime Messi and Barcelona tomorrow. Apart from that, they can be crap. They're going to go down. They're not good enough.
Yeah. I heard about you've sold out go away to Action Stanley. What's your thought on that for the fans?
I'm going to be mentioning that in a minute when I do a rant. Haru, do you want to answer this question out, or? Yeah, tell us how this is not. Lee, do you want to chat about anything about Lee?
No, but just agree with the room. Club needs to be more transparent. It needs to talk to the fans more. Communication over the last few seasons has definitely gone south. We just don't get told anything anymore. We treat at times badly. Taken for granted sometimes. But like I say, we don't come for the people that run the club. We come in our numbers to watch Bradford City players play at Valley Parade. So they should start treating us with a bit more respect for a start, because without us, they wouldn't have a team.
That's true.
I was there in the 70s when we all got to George's Hall and Tordoff and Stafford Higginbottom, kept us afloat. And we've never looked back since then. And I think it always comes out 56 for me, doesn't it? Well, it's 54 Bradford City fans, 2 Lincoln fans that lost their lives that day. Everything that's going on at the minute, where they're not communicating, they're not letting us know anything as fans, is a smacking face to everything that's happened at Valley Parade.
Yeah.
Since it was formed.
The issue is, though, Lee, from my perspective, it's like with the Accrington Stanley tickets, they are communicating. It goes out on Twitter. It goes out.
Not everybody has a season ticket holder. And sometimes, and I've heard many complaints about people that have tried to get tickets that haven't turned up, and they've had to make other arrangements to either pick one up at wherever they're playing, or from the office, or whatever, because they're just consistently fuck it up.
And plus, not all the Bradford City fans
they need to be more professional in the way they look at the fans. The thing is, they need to be more professional in the way that they talk to the fans, that the information is made available. And it's nobody's fault then, is it? It's, And
it's like
communication is all. We don't hear of anything. We don't know there was a question asked in recent forum thing, wasn't there?
Yeah.
How are we going on with getting the ground back? How are we doing? They just don't tell you anything. They spin a load of word salad together and hope that's enough. It's not enough. Just tell us, be honest, be straight. That's what we are in Bradford. We're straight, we're honest. Tell us the truth. We've got big shoulders. We can get on with it from there. And it just pisses me off. So that's my vent. That's my
Yeah,
vent.
I can agree with you there. I can agree with you there.
So I've got two things to say on that, Lee. And also it's going to involve Haru.
Oh.
So if you remember, the club set up a WhatsApp thing, didn't they? Last I just looked now, the last post on there was August the 1st. That was the last time the club posted out on WhatsApp. So they've set this WhatsApp up. So why don't they put on there, Accrington Stanley tickets alive? Because people have got, most people
exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
They could easily do that, but they haven't. That's the thing. They've failed to do things. And it's not like you can't look around and see what other clubs are doing and with their fans, and their fans are perfectly happy.
It's like in my line of job, in my line of job working as a binman, every year, every Christmas, we have to hand out basically little tags and we have to wrap around bins so everybody gets one to let them know when Christmas collection is. But due to, should we say, old people not being on social media, I know where you're coming from that, Lee. But the club cannot, like, going back to what Robbie said here, they can't babysit you.
No, not expect them to.
People find out the information by social media, pass it on. For example, it's like on the podcast chat, what we've got, Lee. Every time tickets go live or something, I normally put in, I forgot about that.
You do?
Stanley.
But you're not employed by Bradford City FC. Yeah. Bradford City used to put things in Telegraph and Argus. If Stafford Higginbottom farted, everybody knew about it. Do you know what I mean? It used to be that good. And that we didn't have Tinterweb then. It would just better. And now, what a lot of people are making mistake. Yeah, you can have your apps, you can do all that, you can put it out on stuff. They're not doing it. Just said it yourself. They're not doing it. Why? It takes a second or 5 to type something in, send. Everybody gets it. Everybody knows. But they're not doing it. They need to be more professional in the way they approach the fans. That's all I'm saying.
So then, Robbie on TikTok again is put, we are in League 2. Every club gives us around 815,000 tickets. They are 17k fans at Bradford, can't win them at all. So that leads me on to my vent. It's on about the point system. I know people all over social media have been moaning about tickets, and I've noticed it with Salford as well. Oh, we haven't got enough tickets. Yeah. And then people wanting extra points for going to blooming Bromley away. It's 20 points at home, 20 points away. If you can't make it to a game or something, like even if it's like the EFL trophy, just get a ticket and don't go because you gain the points and generate your points. It's like, I don't want to be big headed or anything, but I try to go.
Well, that's why didn't you?
Yeah, I try to go to most, I don't want to sound big headed, but I try to go to most home away games. I try to book time off work to go to home and away games. If I can't go.
Exactly.
But I try my best to get to games and I gain the points to go to games. Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that as well, Robbie. But my argument is, like you're saying, Accrington Stanley, and it's also happened with Salford. People are buying tickets, and then either legitimately they're feeling unwell or whatever, they can't go to the game, they sell the ticket, and then people can go to the games. But from my point of view is, I know we're under Ticketmaster. If people buy tickets, they should be able to sell it on the club site. I know there's an option there somewhere. It says coming soon. So eventually you can probably put your ticket on there to sell. Yeah. Put it like I've seen.
Yeah, a resale.
Yeah. Like Burnley do it. They sell your ticket for a bit of an expensive price. It's like I looked at a game, I think it was Burnley Leeds, and I think some Burnley fans were selling the tickets. I know they're Championship and we're League 2, but it was like 45 quid for a Burnley ticket, and it's like the same system as Bradford City. It's the same provider.
Yeah.
But we've what I don't get is people moaning about the points. And it's all over Facebook. People are begging for tickets.
Well, they've had all
Any
sorts
points?
of point systems, and they've had ticket stubs if you've used so many tickets, and they've had all that before. That's just...
It's like they used to have that pay 30 quid or whatever it was and you get away travel. That was the worst idea the club have ever come up with. Because people, I know, like, for example, Salford tickets, I remember at one point I got my ticket and then an hour later they're all sold out. But just gain your points up. Go to crappy games, like in the EFL trophy, just to get 20 points. I know people can't go to work and stuff. Yeah, like Robbie's saying, earn them.
Yeah.
Go to games.
Not wrong with that.
Earn your
Don't have
tickets.
a problem with
gain
that.
your prices. Get your points up to go to games. Instead of going on Facebook and moaning that you can't get
But
tickets.
the club has to lead that in some way. One way they can do that is to let people know that that's viable and it's going to give you those points. And
It's
they
like
don't communicate enough for me. They
Like
just
that
don't.
Bradford City, whatever it's called, membership thing. That's worth 30 quid or whatever it is. It's worth it. You get 100 points. I'm going to admit, on sale, when it was sale, I bought 5 lots of them because I got 100 points per pot. I don't really go on the site because the membership site is crap, to be fair. They do a competition once in a blue moon. You get like a hat and you get like, whatever, a scarf, but it's worth it. They do let you know when they're on sale. Yeah, they do. Like Robbie's saying there, it's like, I follow Bradford City on Twitter and I've got notifications on Twitter. So as soon as tickets go live, it comes up like Robbie's saying there. Accrington Stanley tickets, for example, 2,600 points. And then the following day, that's what they're good at. But obviously people work. I understand that. People go to college, they go to school. But try to help yourself to gain them tickets. Follow them on Facebook.
It's got to be a two-way street. I'll agree with that. People do have to ring the club. Ask.
But it's like that WhatsApp channel, what I've just been on about there. Bradford City set that up to give you news. The last time that got used was the 1st of August, 2024. It's not been used since then. So why don't they put tickets on there to say tickets have gone live on there? Because people, Bradford City fans, you're probably on your phones 99.9% of the time if you're not working or you're on your lunch break. Club isn't there to
I might have been dreaming,
Club isn't there
but
to
I have
sell
seen
tickets. We have loyal fans who will go and buy them. Yeah, exactly. Agree with you there, Robbie.
I have seen where they've said tickets are available and that so many's being sold. I've seen that, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it for every game, and maybe they should make that a thing and put that out on club website for every game.
Lee. I agree with you that like 80% of the time the club do that, but there's 20% of the time where they don't do it. Where I've gone on the site, Gillingham tickets are live. Oh, sound, buy my ticket. And then 3 hours later, the club have then tweeted it out. And I know communication, it needs to happen from the club.
It does. It needs to be led by them in some way. How they manage to do that, well, you know.
Like Robbie again there, do it for long away days. They don't need to keep upselling close games where they know that they will sell out. Agree with you on that, Robbie. And I agree what Lee said.
Commercial sense.
And I agree what, Robbie Haru and Lee have all said there, that the club could do a little bit better. Use that WhatsApp channel you've created since 1st of August. Use it.
Because there's no point not using it if you've made it to use it to give out information. But if you're not posted, then there's no point even having it. If you're gonna,
there's one thing the club need to look at, and is making communication a standard thing for the club. So then they know what they're doing, when they're doing it, because they get the information on ticket sales quicker than we do. Or do they? We don't know that. We don't know what Ticketmaster tell them.
I know there's times where the club have, like, tweeted it out, for example. I'm going to say Burnham, for example. When we played Burnham in the EFL, whatever it was, quarterfinal,
semis.
Tweeted it out.
Semis, come on.
Yeah, semis or whatever it is. They tweeted it out about tickets being available. And then right at the bottom it said, these tickets have not arrived at the ticket office yet. It's like, why are you doing that? When basically, why are you putting that out when they're not available to buy?
Exactly.
And you have to go and collect your own tickets.
Well, it
We're
was a
living
big
in-
game and all. They should have made sure they got there when they were supposed to. There should have been somebody chasing that up.
It's like
Any business will do the same thing. Something
like
doesn't arrive, they're straight on it and chasing it up, aren't they? Otherwise,
It's like we're living in 2025, guys. And the club sometimes act like it's 1990.
or 1825.
Yeah, like when black and white tellies are available to buy. Like these, most people have got phones. Most people can print stuff off. Clubs like, for example, AFC Wimbledon. Last time when AFC Wimbledon first came up, it had like a QR code on a piece of paper. With that, why don't they just send QR codes out to everybody?
Well, that's the thing. We live in a communication age.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's not rocket science anymore, is it? We're not trying to land on moon. We're trying to, just find out if tickets have arrived.
And then people like, for example, Carlisle, I think the Royal Mail screwed up with that. And people got the tickets after the game. So the game was on Saturday. People got the tickets delivered on a Monday. Right. Before
don't get me started on Royal Mail.
before we get Lee started on Royal Mail.
The same as Carl United.
What's everyone's, so Haru, what have you had for your tea or having for your tea?
I'm having for my tea, I'm having a shawarma.
Nice.
With an Istanbul shawarma with garlic mayo.
I don't even know what that is.
Posh doner kebab, Lee.
Basically, that's
doner kebab. What is even in a doner kebab? Does anybody know what they're made of?
Something, don't have a clue. Harley, what's on your plate, lad?
So I had my tea early today. So I had chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Lee?
Well, not had it yet, but I'm having steak pie, chips and peas.
And before I forget, the weather forecast for tomorrow is going to be nice and sunny. It's going to hit the dizzy heights of about 10 degrees, 3 o'clock.
Spring is sprung. It's no longer round the corner.
And then it's going to get cold at 6 o'clock onwards, where it's going to drop down to 7. And then by 11 o'clock, it's going to drop down to 4 degrees. The sun will rise at 6:48 and will set at 5:50. So that's your weather forecast. Right, guys, it's been a blast. It's been an honour, but it's time. I want to say thank you for everybody coming along. From Haru to Harley to Lee to myself. Thank you, everybody, for coming along, for making the podcast what it's worth. Thank you for Robbie on TikTok, other people on TikTok, Jack, Harry and other people on TikTok for coming along. If you like what you're hearing, Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services, YouTube, also on the Football Fan app, also on Nation Radio, where you can listen to the podcast there, and on YouTube. Also, we've got a small Facebook page, Up the Chickens, on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal every match day, and every year we do Super Six. I've also got Chickens on the Loose Chickens on the Loose on Facebook as well, and X, Facebook, other social sites. So give it a follow. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hope the Bantams win tomorrow. Hope Carlisle win tomorrow, and hope Morecambe win tomorrow. It's been a blast. Thanks for coming along. Good night.
Bradford, it's Beagrie. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrie. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double one. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die. Bradford's made our day, and hey, it's gonna stay. The boys have brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground. Bradford are in the Premier League! Bradford are in the Premier League! City till I die!
Valley Parade. McCall missed out in 88. I feel for a bolt to say
City till I die, city till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die. City till I die, city till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die.
We're moving to the Wolves half. Where is Blake? Now he can move forward. Wally's got ahead of him. Mills is across the angle. It's Lee Mills. It's 2-1 Bradford City.
After they scored the second goal, when they hit the post, well...
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.